Hi, last little vid to just show how I've done this.
So this is a vid just showing you
hello, rewatching my videos. How to do this page here. So pretty simple. This might jog your memory how to start a new page as well. So just file new if you already have something open. It's a printed page we're doing. View all the presets A3. Over here we'll make it landscape. You'd give it a title. I'd give it the title of the page we're doing. So I'm not going to do that for now because I've already got a copy. 300 pixels per square inch. I just bumped that down to 150 because 300 is huge. We'll crash our computers if we did make it that big. CMYK color because we're printing it and it's just a broader range of color. And then create. So with that, again, I just like to drag and drop my pictures on. So I'll go here to my folder. Here. It is that page there. On. Now to crop, I have to press enter to pop that down. Get that rectangular marquee tool in the top left-hand corner. Go over that, press delete. Now it doesn't work. Okay, and that's because here in the layers, if you can't see the layers, by the way, it is here somewhere. You can always go up to window and find it here as well. So here we just need to right click on that and we need to do a thing called rasterizing. So you might need to scroll up. Do it again, there we go. Rasterizing, rasterize layer. And now we can press delete. And Control D gets rid of those lines. And you can do any other cropping that you need as well. Control D. So there is a crop tool obviously here in Photoshop, but it's going to crop like the whole artboard, which is not what we want. And it is delete, literally the delete key and not the backspace. So that's that done. Control T resizes the page. We can just go smaller then. That is fine because it's going to go on our Google site anyway. I made here a new layer. So bottom right hand corner, new layer, the plus button. And we'll just double click there, call that color. And I'm just going to use the marquee tool. Come over here, double click over here in the color area on the top one. And I just chose a color. Don't choose like a crazy bright color. Try and choose like quite a muted tone. I might actually do this dark green, which initially is going to cover up the whole artwork. That's fine. Paint bucket here on the left hand side. Click. Okay, so it's covered up fully. Control D to just deselect. Then we're going to bring in our image, a screenshot. So we can just go back here, go back to SketchUp. We can zoom out. We can go to this range of drawings here. We can get into a bird's eye view. So scenes, bird's eye view, bring it back around here. Let's go to the eye and just turn off the glasses and turn off the axes. That's enough. Right, fill the page right up. Remembering we can minimize that. And it's good. And here, download PNG, transparent background, export. And then we can just go back to Photoshop. It'll take a moment or so. Open up your file. You'll find it in your downloads folder. Click and drag it on. There it is there. So again, you need to press enter. Again, you need to right click. And then again, you need to rasterize. And we're on that layer. We can get just this because it's nice and clear. And delete. And then Control D to deselect. So hopefully by now you're kind of getting used to Control D to deselect using the marquee tool, or that one if it was really close to other stuff, or the eraser. We're using very limited tools here to actually do this. So I've got that there, and I can actually just make it as big as possible and enter. Control T. Now I just forget the order just a moment. So under this, with that selected here, it's this option box runs through a bunch of options. So it's not actually that. So I'm going to put that on multiply. Multiply gets rid of all the white and just makes outlines. I'm going to drag this, say, underneath that one there. Let's see what happens if I click on this drawing, the drawing we did, and do that. What I'm trying to do is make kind of incorporate that color, lower the opacity of it perhaps. So I lower the opacity of it there, and then go on the ideation stuff and roll through these other options instead of multiply. That's quite cool. Divide. So you basically just want to find the option. In fact, that's what I did before, divide. You want to find the option that makes them stand out. And you definitely want to use a lower opacity on, even the slightly lower opacity on our initial ideation, as well as the color. So I've got 66% opacity on our ideation drawing page. I've got 49% opacity on that khaki green color. You could pump it up a little bit more. And the one I've used here is divide while being on that layer. So with that done, and that is the one I used for the one on my example. It just kind of made it like a yellow tone color because it was a different color underneath it. So it just totally depends. So that's the order of layers you want it. You want it your ideation, then a color. Both of those are lowered opacity, and then your ideation SketchUp on top. And then it's just file, export as. Make sure it's a really good quality JPEG. I'm going to cancel out now. And it will create a JPEG for you to basically slide in on that page. And I just added the words and the title just in slides. Print it out, put it in your folder. So that's that.